Recently, there was this Pokemon trend going around that I'm sure you saw where people were building their realistic Pokemon teams. Overall, it was pretty innocent and fun. People would build their teams referencing things personal to them that would influence their Pokemon teams. Stuff like, I live in Australia, so I'd have a Komala, or nobody will ever love me, I would have a Cascoon. Now, as this trend went on, I began to notice a small problem with it, and it's just that people are super unrealistic. Okay, firstly, you're not going to be catching any gods, okay? Let's be a little bit realistic here, especially if you're under 50 years old, because Lord knows none of us in this economy would be able to afford anything better than the default Pokeballs, and you aren't catching Arceus in that. Hell, you probably aren't even catching any pseudos or starters. Okay, and I hate to be the one to break this to you, but your house cat is not a f***ing Entei. Even claiming your house cat is a Litten is just disingenuous. Alright, Cuddles doesn't have the potential to become a f***ing Incineroar. Your cat is a Skitty, maybe a Purloin at best. But that left me wondering, how good could a realistic Pokemon team really be? So to answer that question with this more realistic lens, I drove around my hometown in Northern California taking pictures to attempt to assemble a team strong enough to hardcore Nuzlocke Pokemon Black 2. Everything from my pets to stuff I found on the side of the road to even some stuff I caught was free game. Now, before I give you my beautifully curated slideshow on all the Pokemon and their real life equivalents I found, I want to clarify a few things. Firstly, I tried to be as fair as possible equating real life animals to Pokemon, but not all of them had a perfect crossover. There are definitely some of them that's relationship is looser than others, and if you want to argue about them, go ahead. I tried my best. Also, keep in mind that I was playing Pokemon Black 2 on officially licensed, completely legit Nintendo hardware, so anything from later generations was not possible to obtain. I also banned the zoo and pet stores from my challenge, and that was just because I thought the cool part of this trend was having a team that was localized and personalized to me, and going and taking pictures of lines wasn't exactly genuine to that. But without further ado, it's time to meet the team. Here's my Pokemon team. Here's these Pokemon that I found in real life, okay? We're gonna start with my pets. I didn't actually really have to go outside because these three live in my house, right? First one. This is my cat, okay? Living puppet, okay? Please don't make fun of his sweater. He's very self-conscious. The cats are weird because there's not really a cat that looks like my cat. I went with Meowth because I think Meowth is like the closest to a house cat. And also my cat never shuts up. All he ever does all day is meow. That was kind of my vision there. Next animal is my dog. Fun fact is my dog is actually, if he stands up on his hind legs, he's taller than me, which it's kind of terrifying considering I am a 6'3" man. So I went with Houndoom. I think Houndoom really fits my dog the best. This is a pet I've never revealed on stream before. I have frogs. They're not mine. I've never done anything. I guess you can't even really hang out with dogs. They're my dad's. And they're actually poisonous dart frogs. Fun fact about poisonous dart frogs is they're not poisonous unless they're raised in the wild. Like if you feed them fruit flies, which is like what you feed them in captivity, they're not actually poisonous, but they are called poison dart frogs. And I went with Krogunk. I think that's like, right? That's just like 10 out of 10. We're going to the archives now. I don't know why I always run into random animals. So these weren't like found recently, but like within the past year, these are just pictures of different animals I've found. So first, this guy, I want to set the scene for this one. I just walked outside one day and this thing was like midday just chilling in a tree like this. And I thought it was like an omen of death. I think this is just like a beast of a hawk. So I went with Rufflet. Whatever, this is a red tail hawk, I think. And then this is like Rufflet's kind of got the red, I think that checks out. I like the Rufflet pick too. Okay, this was a deer. I have so many deer who live around me. So I think, again, deerling, obvious choice, right? Okay, and then this one's kind of cheating because this one, I took this picture at school. So for the longest time, I thought this was a beaver. But apparently this isn't a beaver. I only found that out because if you have like pictures on your iPhone now, the AI thing will pop up. And apparently this is like a marmot or something. I thought it was a beaver when I was making this. And then right before I went live and I was done with the presentation, it apparently isn't, but I went with Bidoof. Now today's adventure. These are all pictures I took today while walking around and adventuring. I found a moth. This is probably the lamest thing I found today. A lot of these pictures are terrible. I went with Mothram. This is actually probably the most accurate one on this slideshow. And then this is a random horse I found on the side of the road. So I went with Ponyta because pony's in the name. These are cows. So there's like a bunch of there's Tauros and like a lot of those who are like cooler cows, but those are bulls and these are dairy cows, and all the cows around me are dairy cows. So I went with Miltank. This Oh, these were goats. Apparently there's no goat Pokemon before Gen 5. The closest thing to a goat Pokemon before Gen 5 is Arceus. And I wasn't going to give myself an Arceus. So there sadly is no goat Pokemon. Now this picture sucks. But you gotta believe me, those are sheep. Just take my word for it, those are sheep. So we got Mareep. Those are sheep. Trust me, I was there. Okay, I would know. All right, at this point, I'm like, shit. I don't have enough Pokemon. I need more Pokemon. But I've been driving around for like a couple hours. What do I start looking for like more bugs? But I don't want more bugs, right? And then I thought like, I need type coverage. How do you get like type coverage Pokemon in Pokemon? You go fishing. So I went fishing today. Also, because fishing might be the one thing that is actually more fun in real life than in Pokemon. Yeah, I caught a Kyogre. Okay, spoiler alert, I did catch a Kyogre. First, I found a Dragonfly. So you're gonna think I went with Yanmega. That's what you would think. But I actually went with Flygon. And I have great evidence to prove why I went with Flygon instead of Yanma. This is a two-winged dragonfly. Don't complain. I'm not cheating. It's not. It's anatomically wrong. Okay, just because Flygon's a way better Pokemon and I needed a dragon type, okay, just because, but yeah, it also it's a two-winged dragonfly. Argue with a wall. Okay, this was actually true. This was like the coolest thing. I don't go outside that much, but like while I was fishing, I was recording. I have a video of it, bro. It was like the anime when the ho-ho flies overhead. Egret flies overhead, swoops down, catches a fish in his mouth and flies. It was like a legendary encounter, bro. So I went with Swanna, yeah. There's no egret Pokemon, which kind of sucks. Okay, and then this is another terrible fucking picture, but it's a duck. There was a duck hanging out, and sadly it wasn't like a white duck, like a baby duck or something, because then I could have gone like Psyduck or some of the other ducks. I went with Farfetch'd. Why would I lie about that's AI? Why would I lie to get a Farfetch'd? I could have just like photoshopped in a mountain lion and got a way better Pokemon. Now here's another thing that's gonna make a lot of you angry, but I found a turtle. Okay, I went with Turtwig because I thought about this for so long. This is closest to Turtwig. I was between Squirtle and Turtwig. Turtwig is not a tortoise. Don't say this is scuffed. Is Turtwig really a tortoise? I think Turtwig's a turtle. Why would it be Turtwig? Turtle Twig. I guess it would make more sense because he is a grass type. Yeah, okay. I might have made a mistake on that one. But I already made the save, and it's on original hardware, and I had to go out and catch all these Pokemon. So we're not gonna change it. We're gonna go with Turtwig. Okay, and then here's the question I have for you, chat. I went fishing for 4 hours. How many fish would you assume I caught? 1/2. Okay. I'm gonna let you, okay, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of zeros. It was 0. But there were a lot of fish around me. Juvenile fish, way too small to catch. And I would like some aquatic experts in chat to tell me what kind of fish those are. Freshwater pond fish. That is not, they are not Kyogre. No, that was, good guess. No, these are bass. These are juvenile bass. I went with Feebas. We have not lost the plot. It's Basculin? Okay, it could be Basculin. Honestly, I don't even know Basculin was a Pokemon, dude. I'm a casual. Bro, Basculin is not a bass. Feebas is way closer to a real bass than this thing. Yeah, it's also in the name Feebas. Anyways, so that's our team. We can pull from all of those to try to beat this Nuzlocke. Now, to clarify, all the Pokemon shown in the slideshow are just going to be waiting for us in the PC on a fresh save of Pokemon Black 2. There will be no catching new Pokemon throughout the entire run. We gotta play with what we got. Unless we hit the slim chance of finding a full-out shiny encounter, because I don't have the heart to flee or kill that. Also, I'm using rare candies to speed up the grinding process, as this was all streamed on this same YouTube channel, and killing thousands of low-level wild Pokemon to farm XP is just really boring. To balance this, I'm following a level cap equivalent to the next gym leader's highest level Pokemon that I'm not allowed to level one of my Pokemon past. And lastly, I am allowed to evolve my Pokemon regardless of whether or not it matches with their real life counterpart. So for example, I can evolve Feebas into a Milotic even though I only found a wild bass, not a wild sea serpent worm thing. And that was just to make this challenge feasible. A lot of the Pokemon I found were, you know, first stage evolutions, and it wouldn't be possible to do this challenge otherwise. Now, beginning the run, there's one important piece of information that is going to be a reoccurring issue throughout this run, run. I've never played Pokemon Black 2, not even in a casual setting or halfway through or anything. I played Pokemon Black when it first released when I was like 8 years old and never beat the Elite Four because I forgot to save one time and my DS died and I lost a ton of progress, so I just like never bothered to finish it. So yeah. Furthermore, I was completely oblivious to the fact that Black and White 2 are basically universally agreed upon to be among the toughest vanilla games to Nuzlocke in the entire series, and I was going into them with only 15 usable Pokemon, which is about a fourth of the encounters you'd get in a traditional run. So little did I know at the time, but I had actually crafted a pretty dang difficult Pokemon challenge. Battling my way to the first gym, I had a pretty loose team building strategy. I knew I wanted to bring along both Miltank and Farfetch'd for the early game, as they were both single evolution Pokemon, so they'd be super valuable and relatively very strong in the early game. They would both also definitely drop off pretty hard entering into the late game, so it'd be best to extract value from them early on, keeping weaker Pokemon safe. I filled out the rest of my team with Ponyta, Turtwig, Meowth, and Krogunk for decent unevolved Pokemon and type coverage support. Eventually, I reached the first gym leader, Sharon. As the first gym leader in the game wielding only normal type Pokemon, he's by far the easiest. I knew my strategy going into this fight pretty much was gonna boil down to big dogging him with Miltank and Farfetch'd. This is just a Miltank sweepy, right? Bro's about to get stomped. Stomp! Maybe I'll have to milk drink though, that would be pretty cool. What does work up do again? Attack rose, special attack? Okay, well, that's funny you did that because you're dead anyways. Skadoosh. Bye-bye, Pat Rat. Lillipup. I'm gonna stomp on this poor puppy's f***ing neck. Oh my god. Miltank, you demigod. I'm so proud of Melinda. Look how far we've come. After a short journey where we bully a couple random weak trainers with our cow, we reach the second gym, which might just be the worst concert atmosphere I've ever seen. This gym's a poison gym, so I do swap in Trapinch for Meowth as he is our only true poison counter, but Trapinch is literally made of paper mache until it evolves, so it wasn't going to be much help here. Our strategy stayed pretty much unchanged from the first gym. Ride our single Evo powerhouses to the promised land, baby.
Oh my god, she's a child. How old is Roxy? Roxy's like 12. Why is she playing music in the club? Okay, I didn't even heal. It's fine. We're gonna stomp with Cal. Assurance. He flinched. This whole healing thing's kind of not cool though. Oh my god! Melinda! The stomp of death! I don't know. I don't think I can pivot to Mothron safely. I'm just gonna try to step on you again. See what happens. Wait, Melinda's goated. What was I worried about? No! No! Okay. Oh, Leaky! Alright, this should be GG, right? You're gonna extend the battle, really? Easy game. Alright, beat another child.
With our second badge claimed, we head into what is frankly the weirdest side content I've ever experienced in any Pokemon game. And after that, we begin our journey to the third gym. Also, let me just say now, I understand after playing this game, especially Castelia City, why this is a lot of people's favorite Pokemon game. Black 2 really just feels like the final evolution of the 2D games, building off everything that the series did well up to this point. With all that praise being said, this game's still low tier because it got rid of the game corner, which is an unforgivable evil. What do you mean I can just buy the TMs at the Poke Center? I don't want to develop scoliosis sitting at the slots like a true American. Oh yeah, Nintendo, you're really gonna tell me Unova's based on New York City? Maybe if you did a little bit more research about my culture, you'd understand the euphoric joy I get off taking the Amtrak down to Atlantic City on a Tuesday morning, strutting over to the Borgata so I can punt everything I have on the digital ponies. Now that I got that off my chest, I go to the plasma side content before the third gym, which has no eventful fights. I did get lost in the sewers for like 20 minutes and just randomly found the leftovers, which are left down here. As a reminder, this is a completely blind playthrough. Chat didn't even tell me the leftovers were down here. I just stumbled upon them, which was actually pretty cool. After clearing out the plasma grunts, it's time to challenge the third gym, which is a bug type gym. None of Berg's Pokemon appeared all that frightening on paper, so my plan was to just Flame Wheel obliterate everything with Ponyta besides Dwebble, who was an easy cow rollout counter.
He's an artist with a shitty Pokemon. Not Dwebble. I don't like this one. Do I just roll out Gambler? I think I just roll out Gambler. It's not a smart thing to do, but it'll be really funny. And Miltank is so beefy. Alright, we're gambling. Please don't secretly know something that would actually hurt me. Alright, we're back to full health. So glad I grabbed a rotten apple out of the sewers. That was such a good decision. And my audio died. For the game, I'm actually not even pressing. The game plays itself. I actually have, have the thing open. I don't know why the sound just died. Ooh. I mean, my rollout, if I hit it, this does a lot. That was like 4 in a row. Who'd have thought Miltank would be the carry of the run so far?
Pressing onward, the third gym is the last gym that will be hard solved by our cows, so it's time to officially lock in. I ended stream marking the first ever Pokemon stream I've done without having a single Pokemon die. When I picked up the run the next day, I continued marching through Join Avenue, where I reminded everyone I did in fact beat the Nuzlocke, yes that was me, before entering into Nimbasa City and challenging the 4th gym. Elisa is an electric type gym leader with by far the most powerful team we've faced thus far. Also, considering the level cap of level 30 keeps me just short of evolving Grottle into a Torterra, my only ground type is still a Paper Mache Trapinch because he doesn't evolve till freaking level 35. Yeah, this was going to be a tough matchup. I switched out Leaky, who would get absolutely smoked in this gym, for Mareep, who I was quickly able to evolve into an Ampharos, so we'd at least have another electric resisting Pokemon. Outside of that, I didn't really have much of a plan for this fight, not that I ever do. I was pretty much just hoping to take neutral matchups and bet on my Pokemon just being better.
Bro, I am straight up getting Aura Form. How do you get your hair like that? I freaking hate Volt Switch. Laffy? I think I'm good to stay in here, right? I'm probably have to switch out after this. I'm gonna be paralyzed. I think it's time for the cow. Melinda, don't fail me. Wow, you also know Volt Switch? This is a toxic team. You should be dead to a body slam, right? Probably, okay. Oh my god, they all are static too? Wait, this is this is actually such a toxic team. Wait, yeah, you're not gonna, I'm not gonna, paralysis doesn't affect me. Wait, you Volt Switched again? It's to a point where it's like not even really like good of a, holy, that's a scary Pokemon. Oh, oh! Dude, Mulinda is crazy. Actually, the most cracked Pokemon alive. Body Slam Paralysis is so crazy. She also just like does not get affected by paralysis. It's actually in unreal how good of a Pokemon Miltank is. Okay, and now we're gonna cheat. Okay, yeah. I jinxed it. Do I switch here? I don't really have a reason to switch yet, though. Like, paralysis is gonna be annoying. Ooh. Holy why is Mulinda such a tank? What is going on? Oh, why did I Zen Headbutt? What am I doing? Leftovers are also just so cheese. Especially in a battle like this where there's like a lot of paralysis happening and just like empty turns. Okay, yeah, we win. This GG easy. I don't know why you would switch into Flappy there. That is one of the stupidest AI things I've ever seen. Alright, 4th gym Deathless. Not even difficult. This might be my favorite gym leader of all time. I don't want to be dramatic, but I think I would die for her.
After yet another cow masterclass, we deal with some easy Team Plasma shenanigans before making our way to Driftville City to challenge the 5th gym leader, Clay. This is a ground type gym and it's generally regarded as one of the toughest fights in the early game. That being said, we do match up with it very well. We replace Trapinch with Swano, who has a water flying type, is kind of the perfect counter for a ground type gym. We also have Farfetch'd, Grottle, and a literal god embodied in cow form, so we were well equipped to handle whatever this fight was going to throw at us.
You're wearing chaps. Bro looks like he like has an oil fortune he inherited, and he's just had a chip on his shoulder about it ever since, trying to prove he's self-made. That's the vibes I get from Clay. I didn't level my team. I won't matter. Clay is old money for sure, for sure. Dude, that's a scary Pokemon. I dug this mine myself. My bare hands. Ooh. Don't miss Bubble, please. Easy game. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that whole rock slide thing. That was kind of lame of you to do that. Sand Slash. Do I probably pivot to Grottle here, right? I mean, if I Bubble, I'd probably kill. Is Sand Slash fast? I'm gonna go to Turtle. Mega Drain. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that would do more. Alright, time for the trump card. The one true answer to all my problems. I don't need defense. I have the heart of a cow. Bulldoze? Who needs speed? Oh, you're gonna heal, aren't you? Can I get the paralysis? That would be very cool. I'm gonna keep body slamming, I guess. Wait, what is milk? How much does milk drink heal? That might have been really stupid. Holy shit. Wait, Linda's a fucking wall. Not rollout! Oh, this could get fucked, actually. Heal here, or do I just go for the body slam? I need a paralysis, actually. Wait, I think what I do here is I switch into Leaky. He misses rollout. Because also if Leaky dies, he's kind of at the point where he falls off really hard. But like, ideally I switch into Leaky, he misses, and then I kill next round. No! He was a good Leaky. He didn't really do much, but he was here. Alright, we'll go into Melinda. Dang. R.I.P. Leaky, bro.
Yes, that was a pretty terribly played fight on my end. From forgetting to level my Pokemon, which would have granted me a Torterra, which probably easily would have swept that fight, to not looking up movesets, so I didn't realize they had Rock-type moves, I'm pretty lucky to get out of there only losing one Pokemon. While losing Leaky the Farfetch is far from the end of the world and honestly won't have any impact on the run, he's an awful Pokemon who was due for a generational late-game fall-off, his death symbolized the beginning of something that was much more troubling, that had been the downfall of far stronger teams than ours, hubris. After the gym and the raised level cap, I was able to evolve Grottle into a Torterra and Krogunk into a Toxicroak. I then went to do the mandatory Battle Arena tournament, and this was where hubris really bit me in the ass. Seeing everything was over 10 levels below the level cap for some reason, I confidently turned my brain off and carelessly switched Toxicroak into an Elegant, which crit a Sign Beam, which one-shot my Toxicroak. I honestly have no idea why I switched in the first place. Torterra could have easily handled this thing, and it just proves my monkey brain had not been activated. Toxicroak is a brutal loss in terms of our box's type coverage, but this was definitely the wake-up slap I needed to get my gameplay together before heading into the major difficulty spike of this game. After that, there were some plasma double fights that I had to do that were still easy to do deathless, but definitely noticeably harder. And let me just say, the rapid difficulty increase of these fights is a trend that continues, and gosh, I wish I noticed it sooner. After that, we head over to the 6th gym, which is a flying type gym and holds the record for the most OSHA violations in a single workplace. My plan for Skyla's team was to obliterate it with Ampharos, only bringing in the God Cow finisher for a rollout gambit if needed. I got my spine broken 25 times trying to get here. Every one of my vertebrae is now fucked. I also am like developing tendonitis. Oh. Okay, it was worth it. You know what? She's a great gym leader. Honestly, I think I was a little too critical. Really like the character. Power Gem. Alright, fuck it. Thunder Punch! Stop! I would like to... I thank you for letting me play the fucking... Oh, I switch here. We could go into Mulinda and... Because you're gonna heal. I'm gonna go into Mulinda. Rollout strat. Sweep the entire gym. It's time to duel! Mulinda is a wall. Great wall of Mu. Okay, please throw out your ace now that I've stacked this. And oh, Swanna. Wait, you're 4 times weak, right? You're 4 times weak to electric. Okay, you're still fucking cooked. Oh my god, and I crit. Mulinda, have mercy! No way you hit a 5th one, right? No shot. Oh, that Skarmory spread is sick. Oh my god. You are so lucky you have Sturdy. Let me tell you. Okay, Body Slam. Oh my god. Mulinda is a god. Mulinda has the best plot armor. Poor Skarmory don't even have a chance. Get hit by a max power rollout into a missed attack is so tough. Mom! You're embarrassing me in front of chat. With yet another surprise cow carry under our belt, we talked to the professor in the nondescript tower before flying over to Alpelicid City. While doing that, our long-term Trapinch investment finally pays off, evolving into a Flygon, and Ponyta evolves into a Rapidash with a surprisingly late level 40 evolution. Rapidash is actually a huge evolution here though, because you end up having to fight Zinzolin's Ice Team a bunch of different times for the Plasma storyline, and Rapidash clean sweeps it. After that, it's time for the 7th gym, and oh boy, talk about a difficulty spike. It's a Dragon-type gym, and even before the gym leader Drayden, it's on some bullshit. As a reminder, Fairy type doesn't exist yet, and I don't have a single Ice type in my box. Not having a single advantageous type matchup against dragons may not seem like it's the end of the world. You know, I could just use powerful neutral matchups, but that's a lot easier said than done. And that's just because all the dragon types in this game are stronger than Scalper's will to scam children. This is proven by the fact that my Torterra got crit one-shot by a Fracture's X-Scissor. Okay, and I understand, yeah, I should have looked it up, I should have planned better, okay, the deaths were always my fault. But this is on the short list of deaths in my Pokemon challenges that I think was pretty much unavoidable. I'm never gonna look up every trainer and bro's a mono dragon type who just brought that bug type crit attack down from the top rope, but yeah, that death really sucked and was a huge blow to our team. Now after that death, I knew if I wanted any chance of keeping this run alive and viable, I had to find a way out of this gym without losing any more key Pokemon. The problem is Drayden's team is absolutely terrifying. Bro's weakest Pokemon is a Sheer Force Druddigon paired with a Flygon of his own and his ace a Dragon Dance Haxorus that I still see in my nightmares. We needed a true counter, and all I was able to get was a partial answer. You see, we can evolve Feebas into Milotic, giving us a powerful neutral type matchup that more importantly can learn several ice moves. The problem is that these moves don't come from Milotic's learn set, they can only be taught through TMs. And Blizzard is literally the only ice damaging TM accessible to us. Blizzard can be purchased from the Poké Center for a small fortune, and for once I'm actually kind of glad I wasn't allowed to waste my money buying and using items throughout this run. Now Blizzard in Gen 5 is an extremely powerful 120 damage ice move, which may sound great, but it comes with a trade-off of only being 70% accurate, meaning this attack was about as reliable as the Clippers in the playoffs. But with seemingly no other options, I slapped a Blizzard on my Milotic, hoping I could gamble well to take out Druddigon and Flygon using the combined power of the rest of my team to whittle down Haxorus before it was able to build up and sweep me. This fight was truly going to be the first to test the fortitude of our limited box, but we weren't planning on going down easy. I wish I had a better strategy. Our goal here is just going to be to hit Blizzards. If we hit Blizzards, we'll have a very good day, actually. Yes! I'm so fucking good at this game! Yeah. Okay. Oh, but now you're gonna heal. Okay, wait. He heals. I'm gonna have leftovers going. Now I just Twister here, right? I think the play here is to Twister. Because a Twister does more than half. I don't think it might, honestly, though. It'll get close. Oh, wow. That's okay. Don't miss again! Gosh! Kill? Man, I'm such a good Pokemon player. Okay, I'm full health now, pretty much. Flygon is 4x to ice. If we hit ice here, if we hit this Blizzard, he's dead. Okay, Crunch is fine. I'm not really scared of that. Yes! Just don't miss! It's that simple! Let's go! Come on! Take the level 2. We'll take all the power we can get at this point. Haxorus. Same
Strategy. Just don't miss. Yes! What are the odds of those all hitting? Oh, we're so close. Wait, heal enough so you're out of the... Oh my god, I'm a gamer. Ow. What do I do here? Thunderwave? I'm gonna Thunderwave. Please don't crit and one-shot me. You fucker. Oh! I'm so fucking good at this video game. Alright. We know what time it is. Go, Melinda! Please, miss, please, miss, please, miss, please, miss. Don't hurt the cow. Please don't hurt my cow. Ooh, Dragon Dance isn't good. It's time. Duel! That's such an L. Easiest game of my freaking life! Linda easy solo! Never a doubt. Just hit 70% accuracy blizzards. It's really, I don't know why people say this game's hard.
With the 7th and most difficult badge claimed, we walk outside to witness Team Plasma committing what is just genuinely Dr. Eggman-esque acts of terrorism. There's an ice boss fight in this section, but Rapidash Flame Wheel go pshh, and we were heading through to the Marine Tube to the 8th gym. Marlin, the water-type gym leader, as the last gym leader in the game, is a pretty anticlimactically easy fight. By evolving Deerling into Sawsbuck, this fight becomes a brain-dead Mash A Hornsleech sweep, thus completing our badge quest. But before we could challenge the Elite Four, we had to go finish up the Team Plasma storyline, and much like Okonkwo, this is where things fall apart. I hope you didn't get too attached to Sawsbuck, because I switched him into a watchdog, proceeded to miss a high jump kick, and got him killed. This was once again a pretty stupid move, and representative of my overconfidence from beating all the Plasma content with ease. But I clearly didn't learn from this mistake, as my hubris only grew as I decided to challenge Kogris with only 5 available Pokemon, thinking to myself, oh, all the Team Plasma content has been easy peasy, this surely won't be any different. Of course you have Sturdy, why wouldn't you? Special defense lower is actually kind of cringe. That's fine. It to be effective because I can Earth Power again. Easy. You have another one? Oh, this is a Magnezone. Magnezone shouldn't have Sturdy, hopefully. So this should one-shot. Right? Doesn't Magnezone lose Sturdy? Nope. God damn it. Please don't crit and kill me or some bullshit. Okay. Gotta switch out here. I don't know what we go into. I guess it depends what this is. Clink Clang? Okay. Could have brought Rapidash. Cow's always the answer. It always ends and begins with the cow. Always ends and begins here. Okay, the cow's actually not the answer here, I don't think. You outspeed me now? Oh my god, I'm gonna get fucking destroyed by this. Alright, oh my god, we're fucked. Yeah, I think we're fucked. Holy shit. It's 3x attack and speed. Oh my god, we're fucked. He knows Thunderbolts?! Oh, it's over. Well, we actually just lost on that. It's actually crazy. Gotta sweep our whole fucking team. Why would you gear grind? Wait, did the AI being fucking stupid just completely bail us out somehow? What are you doing? This probably still kills. I played this so poorly. Have any chance? I don't even know how we're alive. Losing both our water types is pretty ass. But you're weak to bug, right? You're psychic? No way this kills, right? It was so ass. That thing should have swept us. I don't know how it didn't sweep us. But switching into Miltank was a
bad fucking choice. Oh my god, it's not over. Can I even deal with this? I don't really like that. I think you outspeed me now. Oh, Zen Headbutt, please don't kill me. Ampharos, I'm gonna need you to hold on for me, buddy. Oh, yeah, we're... Don't flinch again. I'm literally gonna beg you. God.
Watching that fight back to edit this video was genuinely painful, but it definitely served me a nice slice of humble pie because with just how decimated it left our box, I knew if I wanted any chance of winning this run, I was gonna have to lock in and actually plan out the upcoming fights. The shadows all ended up being easy Rapidash sweeps, but guess this, the final Team Plasma boss has a beast of a team that I was gonna have to cater my team around with the scraps left in my box if I wanted any chance of winning. To start, I planned on leading out with Houndoom, who has not left the box once this run, but will serve as a great counter to his Coffin Ghost. Flygon since evolving has kind of become my team's ace and matches up really well against his Electros, Drapion, and Toxicroak. Rounding out my team with what I had left in the box, I decided to bring Bibarel, Bravery, and Ampharos to support in dealing with his Seismitoad and Hydreigon. Lastly, I brought Mulinda for good luck and because she's proven to be unkillable. Now, before I let what happens next play, I want to clarify again, I have never played or watched anyone play these games. Now, I knew you had to fight Kyurem before Gestas because chat told me about it, but you know, it'll be easier if you just watch.
Oh no! I have to fight Kyurem? What will I ever do? He's literally bursting with aura. I don't know what I could possibly do here. I can't Master Ball him? What? Oh, we're fucked. There's only one thing we could go to in a time like this. You might have a fierce dragon that's been morphed from the two most powerful beings in the universe. But I have a cow I found on the side of the road. Holy shit, that's all it did? Oh, sevens, cow. How did we miss? How is he avoiding every attack? I could run the whole time? This is literally my only hope here. Is to somehow Power Gem go off. Okay, wait, that's looking better. Oh no. This is so dumb. This is so stupid. This is actually just like incredibly stupid. That I got paralysis. Oh my god. What the? Bro better not be able to heal. I swear to God. The cow died for nothing. No, I couldn't just Master Ball it. He's kind of... Wait, is he gonna fight me now that I'm... No, surely I got the heal, right? Surely it healed me, right? Okay, it healed me at least. My team's in the complete... I didn't want to lead with you, but at least I got the heal. Toxic's toxic. Fuck. I literally only need Puppet for this fight, though, or this Mon, so please just crunch and kill. Oh my god, he's poison stalling! One shot. Oh my god, Puppet, you suck ass! Huh? What? Of course bro has berries, why wouldn't you? Oh my god, it has leftovers! Oh my god, I'm literally getting poison stalled right now. Whatever. Do I bounce? I think I do actually bounce. I knew that was coming. That's actually a brilliant play. Because I play into the burn, and I also play around his protect shenanigans. Oh, please don't get poisoned. Might be the most toxic battle I've ever been a part of. You just die? Electros is tough. Electros, it does have Levitate, but it's gonna go for an electric type move. So I think Fly Guy's a pre-pivot, and I'm better off than Fly Guy. But I think it's gonna be an electric type move. I'm gonna just gobble this up. Yeah, okay. And then it has a Levitate, but I think I just have to Dragon Claw and pray. Punch is fine. Can I get a crit here or something? Okay, it's fine. All is well. But the Pokemon I'm scared about is Seismitoad. I literally just, like, do not have anything on my team. Dragon. I think I just have to Dragon it, right? And hope I outspeed and kill. I think I just have to do this and hope against hope I somehow kill it. Oh, you mother... Fly Guy, you fucking god! You god! Oh my god. That dodge was fucking ginormous. Alright, this is it's water ground, and my only thing again is to Dragon Claw, right? Like, I don't... Spike into Brave Bird? I have to keep Fly Guy alive. I'm thinking Spike Brave Bird. That speed? Oh, accuracy? Oh wait, we're good. We're chilling. Oh my god! Aerial Ace 100% kills. Defiant proc was fucking crazy. And now I can't miss. Oh my god, that was so big. Oh my, the luck. Easiest aerial ace of my life. Oh, sucker punches. Don't. Okay, we're fine. There's no way this doesn't kill as well. Big. I think I just aerial ace, and then if Spike doesn't kill, then Flygon can come in and outspeed and if he dies. I'll listen to you. Oh, we might just be dead here. I should have flew! Do I risk it and go into Arceus and try to save? I think I gotta try to keep as many Pokemon alive as I can. Yeah, Discharge is neutral. Oh my god. I almost just pissed my pants. Please, bro. Let me out of this awful section. Thanks to a decent strategy and some admittedly great bailout RNG, we were able to overcome my complete lack of game knowledge to squeeze out a truly epic victory against Kyurem and Gestas. By the skin of our teeth, we had saved the day and kept the run alive. In place of our fallen comrades, we added Bibarel and Mothim to the team, which admittedly weren't great Pokemon, but we were just about out of options, and they at least rounded out some of our type coverage holes. That was at least until my lack of game knowledge struck again against my rival, who I literally haven't mentioned once in this video because his team's ass. I dog walk him if I know he's coming, but this time he jumped me at a weakened state while I was trying to battle through Victory Road, and I had to sack Mothim to avoid getting wiped. After avenging Mothim, we limp into the Elite Four with only 6 living Pokemon, not a single Pokemon left alive in the PC. While this team definitely leaves a lot to be desired and just simply doesn't match up well against one of the tougher Elite Fours and champions in the series, it's all we got, so we're gonna have to make it work. I took a detour to join Avenue using my time traveling powers to gather a bunch of berries and other useful held items before
before leveling my team to the final level 59 level cap and entering the Elite Four. The first member of the Elite Four we're gonna face is Chantal, a ghost type trainer who our only answer for is leftovers crunching Flygon. Yeah, Flygon's gonna have to put on an absolute masterclass if we want any chance of pulling this off. That also means we really can't have him die before the champion or it's all over. Luckily, Persian being a normal type with Pursuit can provide us with some good switch-in tech to make sure we don't lose Flygon. But by all accounts, Fly Guy is going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting for the rest of the run. Flygon, take us to where we need to go, buddy. There is no over-leveling, okay? Everyone gets leveled to 59. What happens from there happens from there. That's how I've always done it. Crunch! Not even half your O? Yes, Fly Guy. I love you. Come on. Okay, you're gonna heal. That's fine. Wait. Defense drop is actually ginormous. Okay, Shadow Ball's fine. We knew this was gonna happen. Okay. So here's the thing is you're gonna heal now. So I'm gonna get another leftovers turn, and your defense is dropped. So I should two-shot you now. Right? My math there is mathing. That was actually like best case scenario. I should get close to like full health. Yep. Now I two-shot. Should die here. Easy. Bang. Go lurk. This is just the same strategy. I just crunch and hope. Your defense is also going to be crazy, though. Why? That did more than I thought it would still. Okay. Can this kill by some miracle, please? Oh, you're so annoying. With Flygon down and no support coming, the run was truly doomed and began to unravel. Both Persian and Bibarel went down just trying to get through Chantal, and in a surprisingly fluky fight, we were actually able to get past Throw, but it cost us Bravery and Ampharos. And finally, Rapidash and the run met their end to Caitlyn's first Pokemon, leaving us just a couple fights short of reaching the champion. Even though I lost, I'm actually very proud of this run. I think it had some awesome moments and fun characters that far exceeded mine and chat's expectations of what this PC could accomplish in the hands of a Pokemon casual like myself. I learned throughout this challenge that Pokemon is at its best when mixed with that childlike sense of wonder that comes with not knowing what you're gonna find or be tasked to overcome. And let me just say now, I'm definitely tossing around the idea of running this challenge back, but taking more time to really fill out my box, maybe even going to some zoos or pet stores, who knows, and seeing if with that and my new acquired game knowledge, if I could take down the challenge mode to avenge my defeat here today. So if you'd like to see that, show some support on this video. I'll do it if this video does well enough, and if it does, I'm coming back with an entire army of Miltanks.